Before we get into the video, I just want to say that I had good intentions with this build. You'll see. What you're seeing right now is a second attempt of the build that I tried to do. So I was trying to pre-build it to make sure that I could actually do it. um, and the first part, it turned out fine. Like I was able to organize everything and everything was fine. Then I bulldozed a lot because I didn't record it. And so I was like, well, that's fine. I can just do it from memory, right? No. No, that is not true. And I am so sorry if you can hear my driveway being scraped because we've had a lot of snow. And they're kindly scraping the parking lot for us. So, yeah, this is my second attempt at the build. And I liked the first one better. I felt like I had enough room for everything, but I just couldn't get it right the second time. And as we go along, I know that I did forget a couple things, but you'll never guess what I forgot. And as we were going along, everything seemed fine. Everything was good, but it was difficult because the pack that I used, it was one of the new kits. It was like the Cozy Kitchen or something like that. And it has more retro-y type of items in it, but it's really only for the dining room and for the living room, not so much for the bedrooms. But like I could also use what The Sims calls boho, but that's not really the aesthetic that I was going for. I was wanting the retro, right? But that didn't happen. Not fully. And it looks kind of wonky, but I did enjoy making it. It was a challenge. It made me think creatively. And I'm not sure that I did the greatest job, to be honest. But I did have fun with it. And I could have looked on Pinterest, looked on Google to see what exactly retro was. Not this modernized retro-y type of thing, which I feel that's more what's going on here. I mean, I like it, but I'm not quite sure if that's what exactly is supposed to be going on because it does look kind of like the holly jolly vibes, like groovy Christmas, like groovy, I guess. I don't know. I'm just talking. But I don't know what I would even classify this as. I don't know. And honestly, I'm not quite sure all of this is functional. I thought it was, but then I realized I had move objects on and I've turned it on, turned it off several times. And there were some things that just wouldn't fit and I didn't quite understand why. But again, I could have looked on Google to see exactly what it looked like and what I could use for it in The Sims, but I've seen a couple other YouTubers that have done this and they've done a far better job than I ever could have. But I don't know. It just, I guess it really wasn't my thing, but I do have an idea for next time, which I think that we have more items for me to use for my idea. But I don't know if I'm going to do it like a tiny home. Because technically, this is a small home, not a tiny home. Um, but I think it worked out. It wasn't until the very end that I realized that something very important was missing, a functionality aspect of it. So I did struggle with the kitchen, but it's always a struggle. But that's what makes it fun. It's a challenge. And at this point, after I moved on from the living room, I ran out of ideas. So I was just throwing something at the wall, hoping something would stick. And I'm not sure I did a great job because I had good intentions, good ideas, but I don't know, I just felt like it was missing something. I don't know, something good. I don't know. But yeah, we moved on to the front bedroom. And I was going to reuse the same rug, but I was just like, I don't know, because we don't really have a whole lot of items for the bedroom for that. I mean, I could reuse the nightstands or the side tables, and I don't think that kit had any lamps in it. And I started actually to use, for the kitchen, I started to use the newer base game update items, but I was like, no, that's not what we're doing. So I deleted all that, and I picked the most jankiest one. Not saying that janky is retro. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just talking. I don't know. But because what it looks like right now, it still seems too modern, but I don't like orange. I like burnt orange, but not in the Sims. Sims, I'm not a fan of the orange in The Sims. It's not that great. But I did also look on Canva for like retro backgrounds to kind of match the color palette a little bit, and this was one of the ideas that it gave me, so it's kind of based off of that. I even was making a thumbnail, and I used that as a background until I finished the build, and then I used a little bit of the video, or took a screenshot of it and put it in here. In that bathroom, I don't know. I don't understand how it's going to be functional if it is. There's some parts that says that it is, and then other parts that says it's not. I don't know. I feel like in the past that I've played The Sims that everything was able to fit into that room just fine, and the Sim was able to use it. But now I'm not so sure. Yeah, I used like a peachy color all the way around, except for the kitchen. And the tile in the bathroom, that's from the base game update. And I also used for the wall, I used the pink. I was struggling for the rest of it. Yeah, and yeah, because I guess what I had in mind, like, oh, they have a little infant, and so I decided to add that in there. We're getting to the part where I realize that I messed up royally. You could probably see it by now. Yep, there we are. I forgot the door. And so now I had to get a tiny little bathroom, and I don't know if it's even functional. We'll see. I was so mad. I couldn't believe it. I'm just like, how long have I been looking at this? But I guess that's the thing, is that you eventually get blind from what you're doing. So it was interesting. And see, I was like, I could do orange, but no, I don't like orange. Not in The Sims anyway. Maybe if it were a lighter orange like this one, that's fine. But I don't know. I found this very tough, and I was so frustrated that I really didn't do much with the last room. But we are almost to the end of the video. Almost. I think we still have 1 minute left, but I'm learning, I think, how to build better, ever so slightly. I guess practice does make perfect, as someone once said. And I even add landscaping. It was very little, but I did what I had to. And I even added terrain paint. Yeah, and I turned I turned the move objects back on. Yeah, so probably for my next video, I'll probably do a boho build, because I think I can do more with that. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button. And I will see you guys in the next one.